But all of a sudden, the news broke last night that Bruce Arians is stepping down. Now, you got to understand about Bruce Arians. When he was here in Indianapolis, everybody in the building, and I mean this sincerely, everybody in the building wanted Bruce Arians to take over as the head coach. Now, Chuck Pagano was battling cancer, and there was a big deal called Chuck Strong. And Chuck Strong became Chuck Stay and all this kind of stuff. Pagano was beloved here, but Bruce Arians was the guy that everybody in that building knew was the head coach and should have been the head coach. But you can't do that. I mean, Pagano was just getting the job, but all Arians did when he became the interim head coach of the Indianapolis Colts was take the Colts to the playoffs, and he did a hell of a job. He really did, and he was the NFL's Coach of the Year as an interim head coach, and obviously that led to Arizona, and that then led to Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it's fascinating, really, because when you look at the life and coaching career of Bruce Arians, he was a longtime assistant, and he got fired by the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers said, no bueno, out. Gets picked up by Pagano, ends up in Indy, and the rest is history. It is interesting because there is a feeling in coaching that when you get fired, a better job awaits. And you just saw it in the career of Bruce Arians, but you're also seeing it with Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles is 24-40. 24-40. As a head coach. Now, we're all supposed to praise Todd Bowles as the hiring because it's diverse, blah, 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 blah. All right? That's fine. That's great. But he was 24-40. That's what he was. You can't get around that. 24-40. Anyway, long story short, they hire this guy as the head coach. Arians out. And now, of course, it becomes, is Tom Brady going to get dealt? Let me give you the answer to that. Oh, hell no. Look me in the face here. I am not a media person. I am an entertainer. You watch this for information and entertainment. All right? Media people lie to you. Media people are stupid. And when I say stupid, I mean with a capital oopid. They take the easy route. Well, Bowles would want his own start. Well, Arians quit because of Tom Brady. Here's the deal. When you've actually been in these locker rooms for more than just to take a picture or for more than just to ask a question, you understand these things don't happen in a vacuum. They don't happen in a vacuum. There are relationships. There are conversations. And some idiot that writes for some idiotic blog telling you that these two don't like each other, bunk. It's bunk. Man, Brady's not going nowhere. The Bucs aren't going anywhere under Bowles unless Brady puts a superhuman effort together. In 3 years, Bowles will be fired because Brady will be gone and they won't have a quarterback. I'm just telling you how the world goes. Unless, of course, Brady loses his mind at 72 years old and leads them to a Super Bowl, which who knows? But at the end of the day, good for Bruce Arians. 69 years old, smokes cigars, drinks scotch. He ain't in the front office. Ain't no front office job for him. Hell no. He ain't going to the front office. What's he going to do? Sit in a meeting and go, let me check my phone and see when the next deal. No way. He's going to wear his hat, smoke cigars, drink beers, and go play golf. If he's smart. I mean, if he's dumb, then he won't do that. But if he's smart, that's what he'll do. So don't believe anything you read. Seriously, don't believe anything you read. Don't believe even for a second this has anything to do with Brady. This is just a natural course. Look, if it were up to the NFL, every coach would either be a woman, an African-American, a transgender. Let's be honest. That's what they want. They just put a thing out yesterday or 2 days ago. So this hiring, and I'm sure Bowles is great. We'll see. 24-40. What does Parcells say? Except in this case, because everybody's arguing with me. Well, you know, he did. Okay, great. Bill Parcells said, you are what your record says you are. I've always said that's crap, but hey, what do I know? The idea, 24-40, he's the head coach. Brady's got a year. We'll see what happens. All right? There you go. I'm all in on that too, by the way. I want to see, this would be really interesting. Let's think of it this way. So Brady with Belichick wins Super Bowls. Brady with a guy everybody consider is a great coach in Arians wins the Super Bowl. Brady with a guy that has been a horse bleep coach as a head coach, 24-40 says that, he wins the Super Bowl with Bowles. Woo, mama. Now you're talking. Now you're already talking. He's already the GOAT. Don't get me wrong. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. You know what I mean? But the truth of the matter is, you win a Super Bowl with Todd frickin' Bowles as your head coach? Stop it. I don't even want Peyton Manning in a conversation. He needs to go sit over there at the kids' table. If Tom Brady does it with 24-40, that'll be interesting. That'll be fascinating. No, really, that will be something. Is Brady on the market? Let me give you 2 words. Oh, hell no. Market? So let's take this from a personal level. So Tom Brady decides he's going to move his family down to Tampa. And Tom Brady, look, if Deshaun Watson can decide where the hell he goes, he of 22 civil cases, and by the way, I still haven't heard from the women of Cleveland. If Deshaun Watson can determine where he goes, you don't think Tom Brady can? You think Tom Brady's ownership wants Tom Brady gone and let 24-40, this coach on his own with who? Blaine Gabbert? Who? This guy Bowles? Without Tom Brady? You can't be serious. That's why I'm like, well, you know, Brady's the next to be dealt. If I'm the Buccaneers ownership, not only am I not dealing Tom Brady, but I'm sitting there going, man, we got 24-40 coaching us. Oh, hell.